Hi there. In today's episode, I've got a panel that is not properly labeled and I need to find a breaker. Buckle up your seat as I give you a day in the life of facilities maintenance. I'm trying to change out an electrical receptacle in this room here. I've been back and forth to the electrical panel no less than 8 times, turning off breakers that could potentially be this one. There is no breaker in the panel that says west wall, room 201. I've managed to suss out the east and west walls in 202 right over there, in 203 right behind me, 204 right over there. But I've never been able to locate the breaker for 201, this room right here. I don't know what's going on, but check this out.
Bring forth the hammer of truth. Now, in the past, before I actually had a proper circuit tracer, I'd use a hammer with a fiberglass handle and I'd just create a dead short, and then I'd go back into the panel and look and see which breaker tripped. So I thought to myself, why not bring out Old Faithful one more time?
Wow, these should be tripping a breaker. Creating a dead short should have tripped the breaker. So not only is the breaker not labeled anywhere in any of these panels, whichever breaker it's actually going to isn't doing its job. I'm dead shorting these wires and I'm not getting the breaker to trip. I should have been able to touch it once, but you notice the pause between the first and second attempts. There was a little niggle in the back of my brain saying, maybe I should try it again because maybe it didn't actually trip. So I did, and then I did, and then I did, and then I did, and then I did,
and it was not tripping.
Creating a dead short should have tripped a breaker somewhere. Whichever breaker it's running through is not doing its job. So we've got a dangerous situation here. I'm at the high school right now, and the irony is that I just changed out a bad breaker at the elementary school earlier this morning. I'm going to attempt a less brute force approach and put my sniffer on this thing and see if I can locate the breaker that way. Because this is nuts. That should have tripped the breaker, creating these shorts. Okay, we are lit up. It's showing an open ground because my ground is right there. But let's see if we can sniff out the actual breaker this way. Okay, I should have used this thing right away. It was on a breaker labeled Upper South Class Plugs. That's actually not accurate, which is part of the problem, and I'll correct that because Upper South plugs, in my mind, are those ones over there, which is on a different circuit. This is the south wall, and these receptacles are energized. That's a west wall. So I would have called this upper west classroom plugs if I was going to name them using an east, west, south, north designation. See, no power there anymore. So I will adjust the labeling to say room 201 west wall plugs. So it's this split breaker right here, and this breaker is new, but I don't know, maybe it's not a good breaker or maybe it's a dud, who knows. And the labeling here, Upper South Class Plugs, I'll change this to room 201 west wall in the same way that these other ones have been adjusted for their designated room numbers, so you know exactly what you're looking at. But yeah, if anybody in the comments can say something about this type of a breaker, you like them, you don't like them, do you, have you ever had issues with them? Who knows, eh? So now that I've got these outlets installed, let me just show you how this breaker scan tool works. So I've got my receiver plugged into the outlet. After plugging in the receiver, I take my Klein Tools digital circuit breaker finder. In this case, it is a model ET310. There are other brands and other models, but with this one, I turn it on. I hit the reset button. And then I just slowly scan the entire panel. What I'm doing here is it's just learning the panel. Once I've done that once, then I will be able to find the breaker. This one here, breaker number 4. And I've already updated the paperwork here to indicate west wall receptacles, room 201. And as we found out, this is much more reliable than using a hammer to try and dead short the circuit. Because while a hammer can do many things, what it can't do is tell you whether there may or may not be a problem with that breaker. Or did it? I would think that a split breaker like that, even though it isn't a single slot, should be just as reliable as a larger format breaker, but maybe they're not. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.